Viewers, how are you? Currently marking the Form Course pre-mock examination. This week we started our pre-mock examination, and we started the exam yesterday. And I'm now marking my chemistry paper 1. The students are doing good. So I would wish to remind you to continue preparing for your KCSE examination. 3 months are gone. You still have less than 6 months to go for you to sit for your national examination. So name R, S, T, and U. R almost colorless. S. So the students are doing good. I've noted a remarkable improvement in a majority of them. As you are preparing to sit for your KCSE examination, remember that the journey of 100 miles begins with one step. So you, apart from preparing for your KCSE examination, you need to prepare yourself for each and every exam that you do. Every comprehensive exam done in the school setup, ensure you prepare adequately for it. So I'm in my house as we are speaking, as I'm recording, as I'm live streaming this video. I'm currently in my house. I'm on my study desk doing some work. Bado ni mapema kulala. I still have a lot to do in the course of this night. I have some classes to attend to. I have some students to attend to as we are speaking now. I have scripts to mark as of now, and I cannot sleep before going through these scripts. So to every educator out there, every teacher out there, I want you to understand that teaching is a calling. It's something that you do from your heart. It's not just because you are paid to do it, but it is a calling. It's a calling God has given us. It's a gift that we can be able to fulfill and make the students realize their full potential. So I cannot sleep nor slumber until I'm done with these scripts here. We started our end of term examination yesterday. Today is day 2. And my students did the chemistry paper 1. So it is the paper 1 of chemistry that I'm marking as we are speaking now. And I'm currently marking paper 1. We set our target, and our target was 50%. And based on what I'm marking, I can see a remarkable improvement in a majority of my learners. So as you are preparing for your examinations, Remember that paper 1, chemistry, entails what we call the short structured questions, which requires short answers. Paper 2 is more comprehensive. Paper 2 mainly comprises of elemental topics. Elemental topics, we speak of carbon and its compound. We speak of nitrogen and its compound. We also talk of chlorine and sulfur and its compound. And there's a question I'm seeing here. Define the term ionization energy. I've noted that in these questions, a majority of the students are making a mistake, because how we define ionization energy is that it is the minimum amount of energy required to remove an electron from the outermost energy level in gaseous state. So a majority of the students are forgetting to finish that statement or that definition, and lighting in gaseous state. So you must ensure that you add that statement. It is the minimum amount of energy required to remove an electron from its outermost energy level in gaseous state. So that is one thing that I've noted. Something else that I've also noted, there is a question. Let me display this question to you so that you can see it clearly. There is this question here. If you can see it clearly, this question is reading: we have different pH values, and we have been asked to select any pair that would react to form a solution of pH 7. So pH 7 is a neutral solution or a neutral substance. So we have K, L, and M. K has a pH value of 1.5. L has a pH value of 7.0, and M has a pH value of 14.0. So we are being asked to select a pair that would react to form a pH of 7. When you see pH 7, it means it is a neutral substance, and the only pair that can form a neutral substance is a base and an acid. So having K as an acid, pH 1.5, and M as a base with pH of 14.0, salt and water. So the answer to this particular question should be K and M. That is another question noted that a majority of students are failing. So you need to understand that a neutron reaction is a reaction in which an acid reacts with a base to form salt and water only. Salt and water only. I've also noted there is a weakness in the mole formulae. I will take some time and dive deeper in the mole formulae or the mole concept. I've noted that a majority of the students are not doing well in the mole concept. So that is something that we are going to do together. So this is Teacher Asaf. My name is Teacher Asaf, and I am a mathematics teacher and a chemistry teacher. That is my profession, and I'm proud of what I do. I'm proud when confusion turns into clarity. I'm always proud when learners who never used to perform start and doing well in their academics. And I believe that practice makes it perfect. As we We are now on, today is date 19. So we are on 19th of March 2026. Our candidates are currently preparing to sit for the KCSE examination this year. So as you are preparing to sit for your examination this year, ensure that you have the right resources. Ensure you utilize your time to seek guidance from your teachers. Ensure that everything that you need pertaining to your success and your excellence in the coming examination, ensure you have everything at hand. We always say that we say that failure is not final. The fact that you fail one exam is not a guarantee that you will fail in your final examination, but it is because of your stagnation and probably laziness that will make you fail. So when you fail one examination, it does not predestine you to fail the next examination. You have to ensure that you level up and pass in your next examination. So I'm still marking this script. There is a question here on Bunsen and burner. I hope you can see that question. And in that question, the first question is name the type of flame. Name the type of flame. That was question number 1. So for you to know the type of flame, you must check how many regions the flame have, and that flame has 3 regions. And the 3 regions, we have the first region, the outermost region, which is the pale blue region. We have the second region, which is S. S is the green blue region, and we have R, which is the almost colorless region. So non-luminous flame has 3 regions. It has 3 regions: the pale blue region, the green blue region, and the almost colorless region. So we have 2 types of flames in a burn in a Bunsen burner. We have a non-luminous flame and a luminous flame. So this one is a non-luminous flame. It burns when the air hole is opened, and it burns with a pale blue flame. But a non-luminous flame has 4 zones. So this one has 3 zones, but a luminous flame has 4 zones. So the first answer to this question is name the type of flame. It is a non-luminous flame, and the reason why it is a non-luminous flame is because it has 3 zones. That is according to what we can see from our diagram. Then the second question was asking a matchstick head placed at region R will not ignite at spraying. So if we place a matchstick end at the innermost zone, which is zone R, which we have just called the almost colorless region, you will observe that the matchstick head is not going to be consumed. The reason is because at region R or at zone R, it comprises of unburnt carbon particles, and the fact that these carbon particles are unburnt, it means that there is no combustion within this region, and that is the reason why the matchstick head is not going to consume. Then we are told to name R, S, T, and U. So if you check very well, R here is the almost colorless region, S is the green blue region, T is the pale blue region, and U is the chimney. U is the chimney. Yes. So that is question number 1. That is question number 1. So that is good. preparing for KCSE, and if you are watching me and you are interested in my services, you can call this number or WhatsApp me at +254 742090825. We have those students who are interested in sitting for KCSE examination as private students. You did your KCPE between 1985 to 2021, and you are interested in sitting for your KCSE examination despite the fact that you failed in your previous KCSE examination, or you never sat for KCSE before. In case you are interested in my call Asaf, my Asaf, +254 742090825, or you can email me at topgrade@gmail.com. That is an online school, an online school that I started back in 2025 September, where I provide tuition activities for learners from different distant places. I have students from different places in Kenya, and perhaps wherever you are, you want to prepare yourself to sit for KCSE 2025, 2026, 2027, you can grab that opportunity and follow up on me. I can guide you for tuition activities. I can also help you register for your KCSE examination as a private student, and I will work with you this journey faithfully until you finally unleash your dreams. So online Top Grade Maths Academy, as I've said, is an online academy which I started back in 2025 September, and I've been teaching for the past 6 months, where I've been able to teach a majority of students. Some set their KCSE back in 2025 and they did exemplary well. I have a record of students who sit for the KCSE examination at back in the year 2025, who used to perform poorly in maths and in history, and I recorded, and they recorded a very good improvement, which I can attest to the fact that the tuition activities were very, very helpful. So this moment I want to announce again that the tutorial activities are ongoing. If you are interested in my services, ensure that you email me at topgrademathsacademy@gmail.com. Also ensure you call me. You can call me or WhatsApp me at +254 742 090825, +254 742 090825. There's a video I did some time back explaining on my journey. I did a self-disclosure specifically for my learners and those students who have not been able to be performing very well, and they are in a verge of maybe giving up or giving in and losing hope that nothing good can come out of them. I'm so proud to announce that in 4 weeks ago we were able to broadcast. I was with my team. I'm glad that with a team of students and teachers, we were able to script a movie or a skit of a student who used to perform very poorly in mathematics, and she later ended up doing good. It's very educational. It is going to teach you that discipline beats motivation, and whatever you do, provided you practice and you maintain discipline and consistency, you stand a chance to perform very well. So this evening, I would also take this chance to encourage each and every one of you, anybody at the verge of giving up in academics, anybody at the verge of losing hope that nothing good can come out of you. I want to motivate you and tell you that there is still another chance, provided you are willing and you are committed, you are going to achieve it. So this moment, I want to invite you into my cohort, into my WhatsApp group, into my social media platforms, where I always have where I always have online sessions teaching learners, guiding them from wherever they are so that they can end up doing good. You are most welcome to my session. I'm still marking these scripts. I'm still marking them. Still marking them. There's one man who said that if you want to know something, read. If you want to understand something, write. And if you want to master something, create an obligation to teach it. I always encourage my learners as they are doing their studies to ensure that they always write everything they are reading. For them to be able to understand, it is only by writing. When summarizing notes, they are notes into short notes. They should ensure that they always write, because when you write, you are able to correct yourself on where you go from where you go wrong, and you are able to do the right thing. So for those students who are still sleeping, or for those students who have already slept this hour, I want to challenge you that I'm still at work. I'm still busy marking these scripts, and I'm marking them from my place, and I not leave this place until I'm done marking them. Sijabakisha nyingi. I have to mark them as early as possible so that I can return them back to the students and help them in doing the corrections before we close the school. So I hope you can hear me clearly. It's raining heavily. But I hope we can bear together. I hope we can bear with each other. This is pre-mock chemistry paper 1, which the Form 4s did today. I'm marking it. Majority of them are doing good. I've noted a remarkable improvement in their performance. By the way, on my comment section, I want you to tell me, sugar conducts electricity. Does sugar conduct electricity? Sugar. Does sugar conduct? If we set up a cell and we want to complete the circuit using sugar solution, is our bulb going to light? Kindly comment that on my comment section. Tell me whether it's going to light. At Madhi SD, hello. Jason Kim, yes, Nanakat. I'm from Korea. Shushi, how are you? I hope you are doing well. So my concern is does sugar conduct electricity? Okay, the correct answer to that is that sugar does not conduct electricity. And the reason why sugar does not conduct electricity is because sugar is molecular. It does not contain ions. So that is why sugar cannot conduct electricity. But speaking of salt, for instance, sodium chloride. Sodium chloride is an ionic compound, and speaking of an ionic compound, we simply say that it has two ends. It has a positive end and it has a negative end. It has a positive cation end and a negative anion end. So if we use a solution of salt to complete a circuit, the bulb is going to light definitely. It is going to light because the presence of mobile ions is going to complete the circuit, since the ions are moving around, and the circuit will now be complete. So sugar itself cannot conduct electricity because sugar is molecular and does not have charges, but ionic compounds, which are salts, remember, have what we call an electropositive end and an electronegative end. Salts have the ability to conduct electricity. So the reason I've asked that question is because there was such a question in this examination where the students were provided with a table of different types of substances and their state, and they were asked in which experiments did the bulb not light. So there was solid potassium carbonate. Despite potassium carbonate being a solid salt and having an electropositive end and an electronegative end, it could not conduct electricity at solid state. Ionic compounds only conduct electricity in either molten or aqueous state, but in solid state they do not conduct electricity. Reason being, in solid state the ions are in fixed position, the ions are immobile. Therefore, the fact that ions are immobile, that cannot promote the electrical conductivity. But when ionic substances are in molten or in solution, the conductivity will take place because the ions are mobile, the ions are moving along, the ions are moving around, so electricity will be conducted. Sugar will not conduct electricity because sugar is molecular in nature, but ionic compounds will conduct electricity because in solution state or in molten form the ions are mobile. Metals will conduct electricity because of the presence of delocalized electrons. So that is the simplified version of electrical conductivity in different substances. Ionic substances conduct electricity in molten or aqueous form simply because their mobiles are ion. Metals conduct electricity because of the presence of delocalized electrons. Sugar cannot conduct electricity because it is molecular in nature. As simple as that. So there is another question. Name two other physical properties of oxygen gas. This is another question that really confused my students. Physical properties of oxygen gas. A majority of the students wrote the economic importance of oxygen gas, and that is not what the question demanded. The question asked for the physical properties of oxygen gas. So the physical properties of oxygen gas, number one is that oxygen gas is colorless. It's a colorless gas. Oxygen gas is also odorless. Another physical property is that oxygen gas is slightly soluble or insoluble in water. But a majority of the students wrote it is used by divers. They also said it is used in hospitals by patients with difficulty in breathing. So what they wrote for me, or what they wrote on the scripts, is the economic importance of oxygen, or the importances of oxygen gas. They didn't write the physical properties. So if you are watching this, I want you to be able to differentiate between physical properties and functions. Functions are completely different. Commercial importances of oxygen gas are completely different from physical properties. So that is something else that I saw. which rose an alarm, and I believe that you are going to understand it. There is another question in calculating the relative atomic mass of an element. So there is this question, you can clearly see it. At the x-axis, we have the isotopic mass. At the y-axis, we have the relative abundance or the percentage abundance. So for us to find RAM, the formula to finding RAM is RAM is equals to mass of isotope multiplied by percentage abundance divided by 100. So you are supposed to multiply mass of isotopes times its specific percentage abundance plus mass of isotope 2 multiplied by percentage abundance plus mass of isotope 3 multiplied by percentage abundance. When we add up everything, then we divide by 100, and by doing so you are going to get 24.26. And if you can see clearly, that student got that question correct. So I'm about to be done with these scripts. I want to wish you a good night. Have a good night. Have a good night. My time is up. I now have to take a rest for tomorrow's sake. Sleep is very, very important. If I don't sleep, tomorrow I will not be in a good working condition. So I have to take a nap, and I will proceed with the marking. I will continue. I will resume this marking tomorrow in the morning. At least I've reached the target from where I wanted to reach. And all the very best in your examinations. To all the candidates from wherever you are, I wish you the very best as you are sitting for your pre-mock examinations. Ensure you work smart, not just hard. Follow instructions. Don't just do for the sake of doing. Follow instructions. And I believe if you do that, everything will be well. So have a good night. Have a blessed night.